Tuvans will hunt, often on horseback, but also with a pack of dogs. And what Sarat's looking for are like squirrels, hares, wild boar, deer, and they use the dogs to flush them out. And these guys really are expert hunters. They know all of this ground intimately, but they're also experts at hunting very efficiently, using the least amount of energy for the maximum results. Sarat reckons this is going to be a good place to set some of his traps. He's seen a few tracks of what he thinks are sable, and together we'll set these. And Sarat is saying this is just the sort of place sable will like. You know, they're amongst the trees, a little bit of warmth, but also you can see this like burrow, and sable might well use that. And you see he's just set this small iron trap down there, and you see what he's doing. He's just covering it with a load of leaves and like just rotting wood, and that will mask our scent and will also hide the trap. You know, sable are pretty wary. And Sarat, really, he would have been doing this all his life since he was a young boy. And there are not many people I've come across who know their environment, how to survive in it, and how to live off it, quite like this man does. And for me, really, it's a privilege to spend time with him like this. It's not about sport, it's about survival, it's about subsistence living. They need to catch meat and food to live off. And that looks pretty good now. You can hardly even notice there's a trap there. And how he does this without gloves on, I do not know. It's about -25 degrees here. I've just got thin gloves on and I can no longer now feel the tips of my fingers. You know, just a lifetime of being hardened to this very extreme environment. Okay, he's finished setting that now, and I'll come back tomorrow and see if he managed to get anything. Good job. Okay.
Yeah.
For 84 years old, Sarat, in my book, is a bit of an inspiration. You know, amazing, out hunting, walking, you know, long distances. Very content, very peaceful, you know, and actually amazingly fit still. Not easy conditions to do anything here. The Tuvans have been known to actually save a lot of people's lives in this valley. You know, people who found themselves lost. And Sarat was just telling me about how one night he came across a guy sitting by a river, basically freezing to death. He said he was literally like a block of ice. And he took him back to their camp, fed him, warmed him up, and basically saved his life. And the man eventually returned to the camp to thank Sarat. Just been asking Sarat if he's got any little tips for staying warm. And he said, look, when you've got all of this grass around, what you can do, take the snow off it and collect it, pad your jacket out. And if you get enough of it, it will trap heat between the layers. And you know, that's so simple, but actually really logical and really effective. And if you look at the clothing that Sarat's wearing, you know, got sheepskin here, all the wool inside, and you know, then look at me, I've got all this kind of, you know, fancy modern clothing. But really, at the end of the day, who's the person that's cold? Me.